So hello and welcome to another episode of Oblot Gaming. What I wanted to do is just do a quick update, let you know what I've been up to. I was talking to you about doing a video on skilling, and I was all ready to go, and then I did a manual check on some of the stuff that I'd been running through AI, and yeah, basically the AI was it was just telling me what I wanted to hear, and I'm actually really disappointed because I thought ChatGPT was more intelligent than it has turned out to be. So anyway, I was hoping it could interpret data directly from the chat log, but it can't. I have to do it all myself and figure it all out myself. So the first thing I wanted to let you guys know is part of the reason this is a bit of a mess is in this tool here. So you get these, you get the skill gains here, right? And unfortunately, they don't align. So just because it says anatomy 5.9, what's happening here? Oh, it's lost all its counts. So it's lost all the counts again. Or is this the wrong one? Hang on, let me just check. Oh, it's two. All right, it's two open. Right. So let me just keep going for a second. Let me just. So yeah, as you can see here, this is from the session that I'm running at the moment, and you can see that it says anatomy is only procced 5 times for 0.44. Now that's actually not true. What is happening is somehow, and I don't know how, but probably one of these 92, 53, or 41s is actually anatomy. Um, and I don't know why it's not counting it properly, but it totally skews all of the data. So you can't actually use Loot Nanny as a counter. So then what you have to do is you have to pull the log and pass the log. But again, I tried just chucking the log straight into ChatGPT and asking ChatGPT to do it, but even that can't do it. I don't know why. Because it's what I'm asking it to do is not that hard. It's like just pull out all of the skill gain lines, pull out all of the damage, miss, and critical lines, and tell me how many shots and how many skill gains I get. But for some reason, it just doesn't understand how to do it, or won't do it, or it's very frustrating. Because all I want to do is a stats based video to explain it to you. But anyway, so the reality is, what I do know at this point is that the actual ped gain per skill proc is is basically flat. Now, what I mean by that is, if you look here and you'll see the gains from shooting. So, for example, wounding, inflict range damage. So the base packet size is the same no matter what gun you're using and no matter what mob you're shooting. Now, this return has a random multiplier on it. So sometimes the rifle skill will be 0.223, sometimes it'll be 0.446, sometimes it'll be 0.88, 0.892. So basically, there's a randomizer which is 1, 2, 3, or 4 times the base packet, and the base packet, as I said, is pretty much related. I think it's a static ped. That's my current assumption, but I haven't been able to prove that yet because proving that is a whole load more maths, and I just haven't had time to plug it all in. Now, what I the smaller your gun, the less procs you get per 1,000 shots. That is currently my hypothesis, and that's what I'm working on trying to figure out. So the next batch of data that I'm working on is I'm looking at the PED spend versus the number of procs of skill gain. And then I will do the same on different mobs so that we can actually assess whether it's, because one of the things I always hear is, oh, that's a great skilling mob and that's not a good skilling mob. And I want to try and empirically pull the data so that I can actually show that that's the case. Because otherwise, as a lot of things in this game, it feels like it's the case, and we make decisions based on what we feel instead of based on facts. And that's where mistakes happen. That's where things go wrong. So I want to do all the maths and I want to share that with everybody. If there's a video out there or data out there which I can use to speed this up, please point me to it, because I'm sure people have done this study before, and I'm sure that people know empirically what are good mobs to skill on and what are not, because a lot of people in this game are too smart not to do that. Um, so if there's any data out there that anybody can basically share with me, that would be really, really cool to understand. But I am going to be spending a bit more time finalizing the data for this, and making sure that we are as accurate as possible in the recommendations that we're giving. Um, but as I said, packet size, I do know that is static. And I do know that there's a random multiplier. Again, I don't know yet if that random multiplier is also based on gun and monster, and that is again something that I need to understand, pull, and check. But this is all requiring me to go into a spreadsheet, analyze the raw data, and pull the packet sizes. And even then, the packet sizes are not always exactly the same, so they don't necessarily stack. So there might be like, ranged weapon range damage assessment 0.886, and then 0.887, and then 0.888. So even analyzing it to uniques in a spreadsheet is you still need to do quite a lot of manual stuff afterwards. And as I said, I really now do not trust AI to help me, unfortunately. I really thought I could just chuck the log into AI and it would give me, if I asked it the right questions, it would give me what I wanted. But it just doesn't seem to be willing to do that. I might try it again one more time, but it just doesn't seem to be able to understand it from the raw data, which just makes this whole thing an absolute pain to pull together. But I guess that's part of the charm of the game, is that data is not easy to get at and makes everything harder to figure out. And again, yeah, I guess that is part of the charm of the game. So what am I doing? I am currently trying to complete the Ultimate Noob Challenge. I mean, this thing is a super long quest, but once it's unlocked, it means that every kill on the planet will be advancing me towards a different quest. Whereas right now I have to kill things in Atlas hunting grounds, and there's just not really anything here I want to kill. So I'm just trying to not burn. So at the moment I'm at 93. It's like what, 12 ped, 12 ped over 500 kills. I'm not gonna sweat that too much. Um, and the types of things it's dropping is, it is dropping these lesser claws, which do have like a 200% markup. It is dropping jagged teeth. I don't know. They don't. Yeah, they don't have much markup. But they're dropping things with some markup, so it's not the end of the world. I did recently just hit a global, but the globals have been slow the last couple of weeks. After that video where I got 5 in one blooming video, the globals have been a bit slow, but I guess that is to be expected. So anyway, the main reason for this was just to give you an update. The actual full data analysis of skilling is going to take quite a while more time. I probably need another 2 weeks of data collection to really, yeah, to really get it together. Because I am having to go straight back to the logs, because the Loot Nanny is just not working. Maybe I should try the other. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to try the other one. But the other thing is, it doesn't actually. I guess I could get the base packet size and then divide the. Actually, maybe I'm going to try um, the other the other collection tool and see if that works. I need to talk to Bix as well about whether Artemis is doing it. I haven't installed Artemis yet, and I need to do that. So that's something probably for later on this weekend as well. Lots to do, always lots to do in Entropia. But yeah, that's why the video on skilling is taking a lot longer to do than I was actually expecting it to, because a lot of the data that I had collected, I'd only stored in a ChatGPT discussion. It's basically gone. So anyway, I will leave it there for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient on the video. There will be something coming, but it is going to need a lot more work. And right now, I just haven't got the data to make it useful. So I will keep pulling, and I will get back to you as soon as I've got a little bit more on the data for you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in another video soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.